guys, this is Smithy. Welcome to my channel. Today's video is a very special one. I'm going to talk about everything that I picked up from the Sephora sale. I have a huge box here. I'm so excited to tell you. I did not pick a lot of the things, but I went ahead, used those things on my face, as well as dipping into a few eyeshadow palettes. I have Ensley Rain Harvest Moon palette, I have Natasha Denona palettes, I have a Viseart palette, and I also picked out a bunch of like this Makeup Forever eyeliner, lip liner set, which I'm excited about. If you guys are excited to see all these makeup in action, then please keep on watching. Hey guys, let's begin. I am so excited for the things that I picked up. I did not pick a lot, but I have a few. So we'll do like a try on, get ready with me kind of a stuff. But let me tell you the skincare that I got. I got my Paulas Choice 2% BHA liquid exfoliator. Got the biggest bottle I could ever have. If I have 20% off, why will I not use it? I got this Makeup Forever lip liner, eyeliner set. So that's what it's here. We'll definitely give some use. I didn't see it being so tiny. It is super tiny, but I feel like still worth the money. I think it was like $35 or something like that. And then I got the Rare Beauty highlighter, Silky Touch highlighter in the shade Flaunt. I already had the shade Mesmerize. I wanted more of a golden highlighter. I love Mesmerize, and that formula is really, really pretty. So let me show it to you how Flaunt looks against my medium tan skin tone. So pretty, man. We'll see. Because it's highly reflective, I feel like against my skin tone, especially when I have tan, it's going to be super, super pretty. So we'll definitely give this a try too. And then the owner of Lady Buglow, she's a very good like dear friend of mine. When she sent PR, she also did send me this Viseart palette. So we'll definitely give this a try too. Let me look at the shades. I didn't even look at the shade. This is Petite Pro 3. I've never owned a Viseart palette before. So I thought we'll give this a try and see how it rolls. It's a super mini palette, leaning towards cool tone, I would say. So that's how the palette looks. We'll definitely dip into a few shades here. I wanted to do more of a cool tone eye. So at least I want to dip into the mattes here. Maybe some shimmers, we'll definitely give it a try. I think that is it. Rest everything came in PR. So let's begin. I'm going to start off with the primer. I'll do the Saie Beauty Super Gel as my primer. I really like this, especially for like the glowy skin. My skin is acting up. I definitely have like breakouts coming through. So rather than highlighting the entire face, I feel like if I have a primer underneath which is glowy, it'll be really, really good. I was planning on using my Natasha Denona My Dream palette again and the Ensley Rain Harvest Moon because that palette is gorgeous. So we'll see, okay? If we want to try the Viseart palette a little later, we'll do that too. I'm going to dip into a few palettes. Okay, for the foundation, let's take this Haus Labs one. This is the Haus Labs by Lady Gaga Triclone Skin Foundation, and I'm using mine in the shade 340 Medium Cool. This might be a tad bit deep on me. It is a little bit, but let's put this. We might have to mix it, but we'll see. So we'll take a clean blending brush. This is from BK Beauty. By the way, Refer is still having a sale. So did you guys pick up any brushes? I recently did pick up the mini set, you know that. We're definitely going to use that too today for the eye look. I'm loving the mini set. But I mean, you will not go wrong with any Refer eye brushes. I feel Refer does such a good brush sets and stuff like that, and right now they're on like 50% off. So if you've not tried, I would highly recommend number 1 brush, number 15 brush, number 13 brush, number 1 mini. I think mini can only be found in a set and not individually, but at least grab number 1. Number 13 is really good. Number 15 is really good. Number 23, the pencil brush, that is really good. Those are like my top recommendations. BK Beauty for the face brushes and Refer for the eye brushes. Now, once we have that, let's take the concealer. I'm just using my Milani Concealer. I'm just gonna lighten up the center of the face just because the foundation was a tad bit darker. BK Beauty A506. I get a lot of dark circles right here in the inner corner of the eye. So if I brighten at least that area, I feel like my face lightens up quite a bit. Like it feels like it's more like a wake, which is basically what I want every morning. No matter whatever concealer I pick up or like try, I just go back to this concealer so much, you guys. Like this Milani Concealer, absolutely a gem. Gem in the drugstore, I would say. I really am enjoying the Tower 28 concealer too. That's like, it's a totally different vibe. Like it's more lightweight for everyday, like spot concealing. It's beautiful. I use it like a foundation too. That's lovely. Just because it's more of like a deeper shade for me. It's right here. So it won't like, I didn't use this just because my foundation was already a little bit on the darker side. And I did not want my center of the face also to be a lot darker. So just blending everything out. Now let's go into the powder. Let me just set my under eyes. For that, I'm going to take my Givenchy Prism Libre powder. No news in that. In the shade number 4. I'm just going to set the under eyes. Such a smoothing powder. Really, really pretty. Especially for the center of the face, I feel like this is just perfect. Just 2-3 dabs and it will just melt into the skin so nicely. Let's take the Rare Beauty bronzer stick in the shade Always Sunny. Such a beautiful shade it is. And just a little bit goes to places with this. Just going over the perimeters of the face. You might have seen so many new launches. What are you like super excited about? I'm so excited about the Beauty Bybel collection that is launching. At the time I'm filming on a Sunday. I've not seen the collection, but I'm pretty sure by the time this video is up, the collection would be up. So I'll put it on the screen for you guys, how the collection looks. It definitely comes with palette and a few lip products for sure. Oh, it's right there. 18 color eyeshadow palette, velvet matte lipsticks, creamy matte lip liners, high shine glosses, highlighters, magical eyeliner. Oh my god, there's a bunch. It's a whole collection. I'm very excited. I love that girl so much. Like I think Carly was the first person whom I started watching on YouTube, and she comes out to be like a very genuine and a sweet person. I've like followed her channel for a long time. Gone through several breakups, the birth of her son. Like, yeah, looks like a beautiful person. How gorgeous is she? How gorgeous. Okay, I'm really excited into that for sure. Second thing that I'm over the moon excited about is Ensley Cosmetics is coming out with another palette. Oh my god, did you see the cover? It is so pretty, you guys. How do they even do all these things? Looking at the palette is when I was like, let's dip into the Harvest Moon palette again, because I was dreaming and drooling about that palette. That palette is called Lands of Enchantment. Looks like a little bit more of a bigger palette, but also if the inside of the palette, I'm not gonna spoil it, okay? I've seen the palette, but the inside of the palette is exactly what the art cover represents to be. Wait till you see it. Wait. It's just beautiful. Just beautiful. Not gonna spoil it for you guys. Not gonna spoil it for you. Oh, it was, oh my god. Definitely over the moon excited about that. For the blush, I'm gonna take the Cosmetics cream blush, So Soft blush in the shade Demure. Really love this, especially for like cool tone looks. So that's another thing that I'm super excited about. Then what else? Okay, the thing that I was super excited about, but the brand that I've not tried before is Shellwe makeup. Have you tried Shellwe makeup before? Do let me know in the comment section below. They came out with a Mist Witch palette and it looks amazing. And the way they did their palettes in a mini size pan as well as like a normal size pan is just genius, like a sheer genius move, I would say. Plus they have free shipping across America. I have my eyes on it. Like, definitely keep my eyes open for their brand. I don't know, I've never tried them, so I don't know about the quality, but I've heard like great things about it. My elbows are so gray. Let's put the cream. That's why I took the refer cream immediately before like finishing the rest of the makeup. It's so cold in here. I mean, not inside the house, but it is cold. Once we have that, I'm just gonna go back with my Givenchy Prism Libre powder. Where is it? After I do all these like cream steps, I just love using this powder again, just on the under eye area, like on the center of the face. It just helps me to smoothen out everything. And also M Cosmetics, since I use the M Cosmetics blush, did you see they came out with another eyeshadow palette? Every brand, I swear, every brand is coming out with a cool tone eyeshadow palette. That small eyeshadow palette, it has like 6 shades. It doesn't excite me, but it is again a cool tone palette. But if you do have this Natasha Denona, like my need a nude palette, I feel like the mattes are very similar to that M Cosmetics palette. And even the shimmers, like how many gray silver shades do we need in our life? I don't know. I don't like when all the brands do like cool tone shades, or when they come out with like all rosy tone palettes or all warm tones palette all at the same time. Just mix it up. Just mix it up so that I don't feel like I'm just getting the same shades over and over and over again. Does anybody else feel like that, or am I the only one? I don't know. Okay, let's use that highlighter from Rare Beauty in the new shade Flaunt. So let's take that. I love the way how it looks in the pan before I touch it. I'm going to touch it on the side just so that I don't spoil everything out. Okay, let's take, I know it is blinding. I was just going to say my Mesmerize is blinding. I don't know about Flaunt. It seems like everything is blinding. But the thing that I love about these highlighters, it doesn't sit on the skin. It just melts into the skin, even though it's like a blinding highlighter. Look how beautifully it's synced in. Love that. That's what I love about these highlighters, as well as that Makeup by Mario highlighter that I love, you know. I wish I could like just talk to you and get your responses on time, because I really want to know, what did you pick out from Sephora and what are you like really eyeing? I'm definitely eyeing the Huda Beauty Pretty Grunge palette. You've not seen the review on my channel just because I did not pick it out in the Sephora VIB sale, just because I'm an insider and I would only get like 10% off. And knowing Huda Beauty and her website, I know that she's gonna do a big Black Friday sale. Not sure, again, I'm just guessing. I am also eyeing her Naughty palette. I know it's an older palette, but I just love her formula. I just really love her formula. So I might just get Naughty as well as the new Pretty Grunge palette. Okay, let's start off with this palette. I'm scared. Not lying at all. I'm gonna start with this shade. I'm gonna take it on my refer number 15. Yep, I'm gonna take a little bit, and then I'm just gonna start with the outer corners and then go. Yeah, this might go with the look, because I was just debating if it's gonna be a cool tone shade or not, but this is definitely a cool tone shade and blending so nicely. I know I just took the most basic shade, but I can definitely see at my end that how it's blending, and I'm loving the way that at least the starting shade looks. I don't know, again, I'm craving a cool tone look after looking like and watching like 10,000 Pretty Grunge video and Xenon video. I'm like, Smithy, do you need it? I absolutely do not need it, just because the only reason why I did not get the Xenon palette is just because you know how much I say like I do not like grays on me, then is there a point spending $70 on a palette that I do not like? I love Natasha Denona formula. There is absolutely no doubt in it. If you love the color story, I know for a fact you're gonna love that palette. I know one of my subscribers, one of my very good friends here, again, she doesn't like so much of grays on her. I know she's loving her Xenon palette. Kim, I'm talking about you. I know you're loving it, and I'm so happy for her that she's loving it. I don't know. I don't feel like it's gonna look good on me. But on her, some of like the shades look really blue when I saw her like pictures. And I mean, she looks gorgeous anyways. So with that blue variation, I feel like that palette is a little bit more versatile. But nevertheless, I also feel like that is definitely a palette that needs to be combined with several other palettes. Okay, now let's take a little more on the deeper shade. This one, let's go there. I don't know if this is gonna be, again, a cool tone. Yeah, we can make it work. And let's see if it is buildable or not. Definitely building up really, really well on the other matte, which I love a buildable formula. See how beautifully it melted with each other? I mean, I didn't have any doubts that Viseart is gonna perform well or not, because I know it's like Refer for eyeshadows. And people rave about their formula, especially their matte formulas. So I didn't have any doubts that it's gonna perform well or not. It's just that I never found their color story enticing enough to go, like, take the plunge and buy it. But this looks really, really pretty. Like, the shades are blending so beautifully, in my opinion, and it's blended very, very nicely. Very nicely. I'm gonna take a pencil brush with that deeper brown shade, and I'm just gonna take it on the lower lash line. This is refer number 26. I'm just smoking out the lower lash line. I feel that's it that we are gonna do here. Maybe we can do one more shade, and that's this shimmer shade, just to test it out, this one. It definitely has a little bit of pink in it, but we can plop that in the inner corners. I mean, that's picking up really well. It's not like multi-dimensional or anything. It's like a traditional shimmer, but it's picking up really, really well. Like, if you want like a subtle shimmer, it's really good. Okay, I see you. And it's so tiny, like definitely a travel palette. Okay, I'm gonna dip into my, or should we just dip into the Harvest Moon? Yeah, actually, let's just finish off the mattes with this. I really, really wanted to dip into the black just a tad bit, just to deepen it out a little bit more. So I'm gonna take this deepest black shade, like the blackest black shade. I'm just gonna tap it right here. Like, without a doubt, my dream palette is my favorite palette from Natasha Denona, and I have a few in my collection. I love the retro palette just because I'm more of like a rosy tone eyeshadow person. But my dream, yeah, it definitely is special. Let's take that number 1 refer brush, and I'm going to go into Aspiration, which is that deeper brown shade, and just melt it down with that black, just so that everything is blending really well and there's no harsh lines. Okay, now I'm going to take 14 mini, and I'm going to dip into that Aspiration shade again, this one, the deeper brown shade. It's a very tiny blending brush, and I'm just going to take that from the outer corners and just sweep it in the crease. I want a little bit of darkness in the crease, but I don't want to go like take it all over the place. Obviously, I'm going to cover it with the shimmer. Just want a little bit of depth here. Let's go to the Harvest Moon palette, and I'm gonna take, okay, let's take this Equinox shade for the cool tone look that we are looking for. It's such a beautiful, beautiful gunmetal shade. Look at that. Look at that. How stunning. Stunning is it? Oh, so pretty, man. So pretty. Ugh. I have no words. I'm so glad that I came across Ensley Cosmetics this year. Definitely one among the top palettes that I have, like top brands that I've tried for 2023. Definitely gonna do a video talking about that, the brands that I tried in 2023. Tell me if you want to see a ranking on it, especially before the Black Friday sale. I feel like that is going to be a good video to film. Just like that. I love how smoky it is. I've left the inner corner of the eyelids blank. I feel like we should do something. What should we do? Feels like I should do Blissful, this Huda Beauty, this shade. What do you think? I feel that will be so stunning. Let's take that. I'm just gonna take Blissful with my fingers and just melt it down. Look how stunning it is, man. It's so stunning. Just gives like a total different vibe on the eyes as soon as you put that shade. Am I right or am I right? That melted with that Ensley range shade, so stunning. I'm gonna just get into this Energized shade from Huda, Rose Quartz palette, and just take that in the inner corners. Just a little bit. Just for the added brightness. And I'm just gonna take a blending brush and then just blend the edges. Just going back into that My Dream palette and taking the shade Nurture and just sweeping the lower lash line. Oh, actually, before that, before we go, by finishing the eye, let's use some eyeliners and lip liners from here. So I'm gonna take the black Makeup Forever Artist Color Eye Pencil in the shade whatever black. It's good that everything is individually wrapped. So that's the black eye pencil. Oh, that's super black. I love that. Super pointy too. Just be careful. So just tight line my eyes. I'm just gonna take my pencil brush number 26 and just smoke it out. Now it's deep and smoky. Okay, now let me just finish off this eye with some liner, mascara, maybe some lashes, and I'll come right back. Okay, the eyes are all done. Let's finish off with the lips. Now, let me swatch everything that I got in that set. Obviously, you saw the black, but I'll definitely swatch it. How pigmented is that? So the white and the black are the eyeliners. I mean, I'm not going to tell you what to use it for because you can use it for eyes, lips, face. So that's the eyeliner. Look how fine it is and how pigmented that is. The white one was in the shade All Around White. Now moving on to lip liners. The way that this pencil, like lip liner set, sold me is because of the brownness, like the variation of brown lip liners that are included in this. So let's start off with Wherever Walnut. It's a very popular shade in their line. It's more of like a mauvey tone lip liner for me. So that is Wherever Walnut. Like for an everyday nude, that is my everyday nude. Okay, the next one is Anywhere Caffeine, which is definitely more of a neutral brown shade. Again, a beautiful brown everyday shade for me. Oh, I love that tone. So beautiful. And then this one is the deeper one out of the lot. And this one is called Limitless Brown. That's the deepest brown. Look how stunning everything is. I'm feeling Anywhere Caffeine. Let's apply this, okay? So that is Anywhere Caffeine all by itself. I feel like it's clashing with my skin tone a lot just because it's very, it's neutral, but it's very similar to my skin tone. I'm just gonna take that deeper brown, Limitless brown around the edges. See how immediately that changed the whole look of it? So I just applied Limitless brown around the edges and Anywhere Caffeine in the center of the lips. And that's all that I have on my lips today. Isn't it stunning? I love that lip combo. I'm feeling like a gloss today. I'm going to take this Essence Shine 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 lip gloss in the shade Bright On. It's like a cool tone lip gloss. I love Essence lip glosses. If you've not tried one, you should. Look at that. How stunning does that look? Okay, let me just take my big powder brush and just go over everything just one last time so that everything is melted. And that's my final look. I really love how everything turned out. Like, I was craving a cool tone look, and this is cool tone. Like, cool tone to the max, I would say. I am loving the way how this makeup turned out. I definitely have to go out after this. So I'm very excited to carry this look. If you did like this video, do let me know in the comment section first of all. What are you most excited about? And what did you pick for your Sephora sale? And if you did like this video, you know what to do. Do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so that you're notified every time that I post next. I generally upload 3 videos every single week, every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 9 AM Eastern Standard Time. Until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.